What's up, everybody? This is Eric Scott here. Um, I am a real estate mogul and professional poker player from West Virginia, and now I am apparently a farmer. And it's a funny story about how this happened. Okay, so I was back home in West Virginia. That's where I buy and flip real estate. And I was on my laptop and I saw a listing out here in New Woodshire. So I had a couple buddies that lived like across town in the suburbs of a city that's neighboring New Woodshire. So they told me that this was a good area for economic growth, good residential and commercial area. So this farm here that I'm standing on right now was actually in foreclosure, and I got a heck of a deal on this. So the plan was to purchase this land, which came in two plots. This main farmhouse here with a little bit of land, and another plot just north of here. And I was going to subdivide it and sell plots of land and have contractors come in and build houses. However, 4 days ago when I got here, I realized that this farm, these people that got foreclosed on left all of their equipment here. We've got a windrower, we've got a JCB fast track, a lawnmower, we've got a tiller right here, a front loader with a bale spike. We've got a silo, and it's actually full of grain. We've got some storage buildings. I think there's a cow pen up here with a manure pit, and we walk back here. Now, we've been doing some work for the last 3.5 days. I wish I would have recorded then while we were working, but I lost a bag at the airport, and I just now got it back, and that had all of my cameras and recording equipment in it. So when I got here, all this was grass. So we bought a ripper and we ripped this up and plowed it, turned that into a field. They had this trailer down here. It's not that great of a trailer, but I think it holds 8,000 liters. So we had that. So what I'm going to do, we don't own this field right here. So we've got this field. We've got all these buildings. So I figured, since all this equipment is here, we can work this land. The soil's really good, so I called back to West Virginia and talked to a couple partners of mine. And I told them, I said, look, it'd take us a year and a half to get our investment back if we wanted to subdivide all this land. I said, they have all this working equipment. I said, why don't we just farm this place? And they all laughed at me. Now they're calling me the frugal farmer. But they ended up siding with me, and we decided to farm this land. Now the goal here is to farm this land agriculturally, sell some grain, sell some crops, but we have a horse paddock up on our other plot, and I'm going to show you this other plot of land that we have. So yeah, the goal is to raise some capital by selling some crops. And when we got here, there were a couple of harvests that were actually already ready to go. So we just harvested that, sold it, and in the last 3.5 days, we've made $200,000. So we go around this bend here. I'm going to show you the other part of the farm. We've got a horse paddock down here. So I got the crazy idea that we would farm this land and then get into horses. I want to get into the horse business. So we've got somebody over here sowing this field right now. They're putting soybeans down. And that's what we've done so far. We've planted once and harvested soybeans. So this is the other part of the farm. We've got this field. We've harvested soybeans once. When we got here, it was full of wheat. So we harvested the wheat. We got some round bales out of that. And for some reason, they're sitting there. They must be out of a seed or something. So we'll have to check on that. But let me show you these buildings. This little white building right here had like 3 pine trees growing up around it, bushes all over the place. It was disgusting. So we cleared that out a little bit. We still got this pine tree down here we got to get to, but as you can see, it's a little tough to get to. So, we actually ended up finding a logging trailer too, and we do own some forest area on this part of the farm. So we've got these buildings, we've got this storage barn here, and it actually has a loft up here. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I just thought that was pretty cool. And okay, so let me turn this tractor off before I running out of fuel. So we've got a baler, and that's how we got those round bales of wheat right there. So that's straw sitting there. We came with this baler, came with the JCB. Let's see, the tractor up there that this lady was sewing for me is a 4250 case, which is actually a decent small tractor. It's got an Amazon cedar on the back of it. That all came with this land, and we weren't expecting that because it wasn't on the listing. So we bought this ripper right here. It's not a subsoiler, it's a plow, but it's one of those straight bar plows, which makes it easy for you to create new fields and make the corners straight and nice and pretty and all that. Now this Kloss harvester did not come with the land. There was actually another harvester. It was a bison harvester. And the reason the Kloss is sitting here is because that bison harvester automatically created straw swaths, and you could not turn that option off. So what we did is we searched around. We found a local dealer, and this Kloss was actually cheaper than the bison. It has a bigger header on it. I think this is a 5.1 working width header. The bison only had a 4 meter, and this thing holds 7,500 liters, and the bison held under 4,000. So we traded it in, and to my surprise, we actually made $30,000 because this Kloss is cheaper. So yes, it came with a combine, but it wasn't this one. We actually upgraded and made money at the same time. And here we have a spreader. This spreads herbicide and liquid manure, or fertilizer, I'm sorry. We have another storage shed here. Now, sorry. Back here, there was a garden, like a little backyard garden. And this was actually 3 rows. It was sunflowers here, and then a row of cotton. No. Yeah, cotton. And then a row of sugar beets. And we didn't have any of the equipment to actually harvest that stuff, so we just ripped it up and put some soybeans in there and harvested once from there. Let me get in the JCB here, and I'll take you up to the other field that we have. We're going to be passing the horse paddock on the way there. Okay, so the goal here, we started with $100,000 when I got here, and in 3.5 days, I've made $210,000. So our goal is to keep our money above $350,000 because we don't want to have to, lose money, borrow from the bank, anything like that. So we're just going to use the equipment that we have and the resources that we have and raise the capital until we're ready to either lease or buy a horse trailer and then find the horse that we want to raise. Now this field here that needs harvested, we don't own that field, but we do own this field behind it. And this had soybeans on it. We already ripped it up and sold it. Like I said, there was some grain in the siler that we had already sold. And over here is our forest region, and we've actually sold some wood too, and I'm gonna have to drive through this guy's field. So there's the logging trailer that came with the farm. We found this in one of the old sheds. It's actually pretty useful, especially with all this area that we got going here. As you can see, we've already chopped down some trees. We've got some logs ready to go here. I think some over here. And all of this forest area, we own this too. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the map and show you what we got when I purchased this at auction. So let me go to this map here. Okay, so we're right here in this forest area. This was that small field I showed you. Don't know what this is. I believe there's nothing on it. We can find out. Yeah, there's nothing on that right there. So we turned this area right here into that small soybean field. This was the field that you saw the worker sitting there, or at least the tractor was sitting there. I don't know why the workers quit working there. And this was the first farm that we started at that I was showing you guys. So we got this big field that we created back here. We've got room for pigs and cows on this part of the farm, and this is the main part because it's got the farmhouse and the silo. And then just a little northeast, we've got the forest region, we've got this field, we've got all the buildings here, and we've got a sheep pen, and then we've got our horse paddock. So we haven't bought anything, and we've already raised $210,000, and I'll show you that. Okay, so we've been here since Monday. I got here on Monday. I just got my bag back from the airport today, so that's why I'm recording today. I wish I could have shown you guys all of the work that we've done, but I mean, it's pretty much listed here where we've made our money. So we bought new vehicles and sold vehicles, and that was basically the $30,000 that we made trading in that bison for that Claas harvester, which I was very happy about. So on Monday we made $84,000, and that came from harvesting because the fields were ready to go. So we made $60,000 there, and we sold a little bit of what was in the silos. We really didn't spend much. The money that we spent on the vehicles we made back on the trade-in for the Claas. On Tuesday, a little bit of construction costs. Oh yeah, on Monday we did buy the doghouse for Tyrone, my dog. We made $18,000 selling wood, and I think we only made just a couple trips with that logging trailer. Nothing on the harvest because we harvested the day before. And then yesterday, Wednesday, we made $30,000 on the harvest, almost $5,000 selling wood, and then today we've made $9,000 selling wood, and that was only 2 trips. And we made $60,000 on the harvest. So to my surprise, this land is extremely profitable. So my partners are very happy. We are going to be farming this land, working this land. I don't think we're going to buy any new equipment right now. Like I said, we want to raise $350,000, and then anything above that we can kind of part with, you know, to upgrade equipment, maybe buy a couple more fields. But what we really want to do is we want to pick out a very special horse and raise a horse, a champion thoroughbred horse down here. And I have no idea what I'm doing. Never raised horses before. I've never farmed before. But, you know, I got some tips for some buddies. I got some friends that are willing to help out. I'm trying to see here what kind of horse we could get if we wanted to get one now. Now, we don't have seasons on this game, so I've played seasons before, and I raced cows, and I know that they'll tell you that, like, the different types of cows and their weights and all that kind of stuff. I'm wondering why it's not telling me this with the horses, because it did in the seasons game. It would have the Berkshire and all the other different types of horses. I think Chesterfield is one of them. I'm not sure, but maybe you have to have seasons for it to get more in depth. I'm not sure, but this is what we have to choose from right now. I know that you have to feed and water them. I know you have to ride them, and then eventually they'll grow stronger and quicker, and they'll be worth more, and they'll also reproduce if you got males and females. So yes, I want to get into the horse business, and in the meantime, we're just going to grow and sell what we can when we can. And on days that we can't harvest, we're just going to work up here in the woods, and we're going to just chop down a bunch of these trees and sell them. And that's going to be basically it. Eventually, you know, we'll buy a few more spots on the map. Now, this is New Woodshire. Probably not going to settle down here, but I'm going to be here for the next few months. It's a really nice town. They got a good downtown area. The ranch they have here is amazing. It might even be a country club, but they have an equestrian track there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take you to the ranch so you guys can see this. We'll go ahead and take this case tractor. I don't know why. I don't know why the seating wasn't finished here, but that's all right. I just want to show you guys the ranch. I think I remember how to get there. So I think this is a biogas plant right beside us here. So the location is pretty perfect for doing what we want to do. And the two farms aren't very far apart. I wish they both had silos, but that's okay. If we can make some good money and have a couple decent harvests, we could put a silo down on the other part of the farm. But for this video, I basically just wanted to show you the gems that I got at this auction and show you a little bit of the town and let you know what we're going to be doing in case you guys want to tune in and check it out and see our progress. Like I said, I wish I could have shown you all the first 3 days, but it's obvious what we've been doing. We've been harvesting and cutting down trees. So here's where I get a little mixed up. I know I got to go this way, roundabout. Okay, never been good with the roundabouts. Look at that beautiful view right there. That is just gorgeous. Let's go drive down there and see what's down here. I've actually haven't been down here yet. Maybe this is the restaurant. Yep, we got the restaurant here, the Good Coast restaurant. I think there's a lighthouse. Yeah, there's a lighthouse out there. This is just gorgeous, guys. Almost looks like southern Maine. That's where I went to college at. So let's go up here and find this ranch. This ranch is just really upscale, like pretty ridiculous if you ask me. That's it over there on the horizon. I'm pretty sure that's the ranch over there. Yep, that is the ranch. Guess it helps if I stay on the road. So there's only one way to it. We gotta cross some train tracks, I think. Yeah, we gotta keep going this way. And then there's some sort of quarry or something over here. It kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead. And there's episodes where they had all of the walkers down there in the quarry, and they had tractor and trailers blocking it. That's what that reminds me of, The Walking Dead, right down there. Okay, so we have to drive down here. This is the way to the ranch. I'm not a very good driver in these tractors, but I'm gonna learn. Okay, so I'll show you the quarry. Authorized vehicles only, so I hope we don't get in trouble for driving in here. But yeah, doesn't that look like that episode of The Walking Dead where they had all those walkers down there and they had the trailers blocking it? Alright, so that's some sort of quarry or something. They were mining or digging something out of there at one point in time. So this road takes us up to the ranch. And I thought this ranch was beautiful. A lot of trees and a lot of wooded areas in this town. That lighthouse over there is just gorgeous. Of course, you got a lot of people here, so you got to be very careful. There's a silo around here somewhere. Let's go this way. I think the silo is over here. Okay, you got some horse stables. So apparently raising horses is popular in this town. So here's the silo right here, or at least the grain storage facility is what I mean. And then I guess that is a track for riding your horses and training them. And I don't know what that is. Can somebody in the comments please tell me what this thing does? I have no idea or clue what that is. Oh, another thing, guys. The name of our horse, when we finally get a horse, I was going to name it Missouri, but then I was thinking, you know what? Why don't we let the viewers of these videos name the horse for us? So if you guys can come up with some good horse names when we buy our horse, I will take one of my favorite names from the comments and we will give the horse that name. Okay, so here's the ranch here. This place is huge. It's got a deck. It's got a really good view. Look at this. Look at that view. That's just crazy. Wow. So yeah, I'm digging this, guys. That over there looks like some sort of grain facility for the train. I'll show you guys downtown next episode. I just wanted to give you a quick tour of the farm, let you guys know what our plans were, and to show you new Woodshire. Of course, you haven't seen it all yet, so stay tuned for next video, guys. If you enjoy these types of videos, this will be role play. If you want to see us start from scratch and build a horse breeding empire, then please hit that subscribe and like button, and stay tuned for episode 2. We will be doing some more work around the farm, raising that $350,000, and then eventually buying a horse and starting our horse business from there. Who knows? Maybe we'll buy more. Maybe we'll get a male and a female and just end up with some more. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I had plans on selling that land, but now we are just going to farm it. So you guys can come along with me on this journey. So again, please leave a like on this video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace, guys.